So if I do that like impulsively, no, actually.
No, Jordy, stop.
Oh, just slap my wrist.
Stealing stories. Can you steal my story?
Maybe one day I'll do a podcast. I don't know what the fuck I do. Typically, like, because I stream, I usually will just like have a like people come and visit and then just like fuck with them a little bit.
There you go. I mean, that's essentially kind of like a podcast,
right?
We're gonna be just chit chat,
Just gossiping.
just the goss, hot goss.
I love.
Yeah.
You should do like do
Should I do
something
cross-legged
weird.
too?
No, like put your
Look out, look
toes-
out.
put your
You
toes
can get
out
rid of
like
those if you
this.
think that's going to keep happening.
So then you hope the things that like are weird hopefully go viral, because then all of a sudden, wow, now your podcast is getting like hundreds of thousands of views because your toes were doing a weird
Yeah,
flying
maybe they're like,
thing.
look at her weird feet.
Yeah, WikiFeet is one of our sponsors today.
Yeah, exactly.
It's one
Oh
of our
my goodness.
sponsors. Yeah,
That's amazing.
I think I'm like I'm pretty high ranked on WikiFeet. I don't know if that's like
Love that. Yeah.
that's my flex. If anybody asks like what I've accomplished,
did you
10,
just-
10 out of
10
10.
on
Toes.
WikiFeet.
Yeah. Good
Just
feet.
WikiFeet influencers? Do you think those exist?
I mean, if they do, we should get on that train
maybe,
quick.
yeah,
Like,
because I feel like I could possibly do really well in that field. of,
yeah.
you know, whatever
Toes.
of
man.
toes.
I actually
heels.
just got my toenails done when I got these done. So
Whoa,
like, if we
everybody-
want some like,
Who wants to
yeah,
see?
I'll get a real like nice up.
There you go.
Oh my
Is it
God.
the same color as your nails?
It's lighter. It's
Oh,
not
cute.
sparkly either. It's like
Oh.
I usually go light with my toes because it makes me feel more
Me
tan
too.
when I'm like in
I
the shower.
like that too. I don't like dark toenails. I know what you mean.
Same.
I'm always like a light neutral pink or
Yes.
peach of some kind.
yes, vibe. And then the
It's the
hands
vibe.
can be whatever, but
Mm-hmm.
yeah.
Yeah, the craziest color I do is like a
How about
neon
you?
green. What do you like, Ian?
There's moments on the podcast when I like very much know I'm just the comic relief sidekick, and I feel like this is one of those moments. I'm a clear guy. So clear you can't even see it. You know,
Yeah.
it's no natural.
Yeah, I paint his toenails for him.
Nice,
Yeah, there
nice.
you go.
I did a spa night with Dylan, and he felt I got like the little feet soak thing going, and he fell right asleep. It was the cutest thing.
So
He
cute.
was out cold, like probably like 10 minutes in. I didn't even get through like the first bit of the massage, and I'm like, nice, all right, we gotta do
That's
this more
like
often.
The pure, yeah.
Oh.
That's good because when he wakes up, you could be like, babe, I rubbed your feet for like 3 hours.
Yeah.
You owe me a
Exactly.
3-hour back
No,
massage.
You know what? We got, the thing that you like use on your shoulder.
Oh, the Theragun.
The Theragun, yeah. So we
Theragun.
ended up getting one of those from Costco because it was like $50 or like super cheap. I was like, this is awesome. And so I totally used that on his feet while he was sleeping. Did not wake up. I
While
was
he
like,
was
oh,
sleeping?
he's out.
Wow, I would laugh uncontrollably if somebody did that. to
Wild.
my feet. Holy moly! He must have been really dead.
Yeah, he was dead to the world, man. Like he apparently that foot soak got him. That was it.
It's a lot of Epsom
Yeah.
salt in there. He's
But-
very relaxed.
Did
Yeah,
you
we
do
put
the file
THC
too?
one. Yeah,
You
I
did.
did the file.
Yeah.
I actually have the Dremel because I do my own nails. So the little, the shaper thing. Yeah, well, with you have like the kind that you can use that are
That's so
like for
nice.
natural nails or whatever. It's
Yeah.
easier than like sitting there doing this.
Yeah.
Because you just quickly went over, gets rid of the
Yeah.
cuticles and stuff. Yeah, super easy. Yeah, he
There's-
was awake for that though because I was technically before the soak because I did
Oh, okay. Okay.
trimmed, dremeled, and then soaked. And the
Wow.
rest was nice.
This guy's living the dream.
Yeah. What the heck?
Tell
That's
him
it.
that, yeah.
He says
Like,
now he's looking at me like I'm
Oh my
supposed to
goodness.
be.
There's a place in LA that's like a men-only manicure pedi that like I think
Love
it's
that.
called Hammer and Nails. But it's for that. It's like we know men secretly love doing this, but we all pretend like no, that I would hate that. But I feel like it's like that. So it's like come watch the football game, get your nails done.
That
That's
is
so
so funny.
But did he like it? Did he like having the soft feet?
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Like no, it's great. And to be honest, like I try to do like because I do a spa night like once a month, just like it's relaxing.
Yeah.
I always put like nice music on and like
Mhm.
have all the diffusers. I mean, I love the diffusers.
No, I love
but
diffusers.
you know, you do that.
Yeah.
And so when he moved in, I was like, oh, do you want to start like doing spa nights with me? This man will fucking. He's so. Oh, can
He's
I
got the
swear on
feet.
this?
Yeah,
Okay.
yeah, of course, of course.
Should I try not to swear on this?
It doesn't really matter. If it comes out, it comes out. We're not like I wouldn't say that this is essentially family friendly. I'm sure
Okay.
people are gonna have stories that
As we talk about Wiki.
Yes.
Okay.
Yeah, immediately opening wiki feet. Whoa, you said fuck? Ah, draw the line.
Cut.
That's too much. But no, he loves the spa nights. He loves the spa nights. So we do like facials sometimes. We'll do the head massage with the
He always falls asleep though, no matter what the treatment. He's
you know what?
knocked out on
Honestly,
fit.
that is the vibe. I feel like
Yeah?
he knows like spa nights is the night because we both have like sleep issues. Like we've always just had problems sleeping and whatnot. Like I was up till 4:30 a.m. last night. I was up at 10. Like that's just
Girl.
story of my life. I have bad sleep. So does he. So I feel like the spa night.
This is a true relaxation.
Because he doesn't go to spas, right?
Right.
In Costa Rica, when we went there just, I guess, around a year ago, he had his first massage because we had a masseuse come to the house with the beds. And it was so funny because he was like, oh, like, what do I do? I'm like,
what do you do? You don't do anything.
He's just flexing the whole time?
Oh my gosh, yeah. No, so that he does not... Before we started dating, he did not know what like spa nights were about.
You introduced him to a whole better pampered life.
I know,
His life has been upgraded.
Yeah, it's because
Not only because of you, but because of you, of course.
I know it's just growing up in the schwa. Like that's oh my god. What is a massage?
Whoa. I've never heard it be called that.
Oh, but yeah, it's like A-Town, you know, Ajax, A-Town, but
That's called
A-Town. Oh god, don't get me started on the abbreviations.
on the abbreviations.
The briefs.
Abbreviating abbreviation is hilarious.
It's one of my favorite things. Like I love it.
Okay, on that note, welcome to Steele My Story, the podcast where our guest says one true story, two stolen stories, either from friends, family, the internet, and we have to guess which one is true, which are the lies. I'm your host, Alexa Steele. Get it? And this is my co-host, Ian Fisher. And this is our lovely guest, Jordy Todosey. She was on Degrassi with me. She was also on Life with Derek. She's just recently released music. You can stream Pink Tears on iTunes, Spotify, and Apple Music. And here she is repping this amazing merchandise.
Gotta rep merch. Gotta rep it. Actually, speaking of merch, I know it's small, but
Whoa!
little something for the host with the most.
Oh my gosh, stop. You're gonna make me blush. Oh my gosh. Okay, wait. I like to save packaging. I don't know if anybody
Love that.
is like that.
Yeah, no, literally I just was given that gift bag like 3 days ago. So
See?
reuse, recycle, yeah.
You guys were Are you kidding me? Look, this is your
I
screen
made that
name.
logo too.
You did?
Yeah,
This
the
is so cute.
artist name.
The artist name,
I know
if anybody
what it's
can't see, it's Oddity, and then the 2 Ds are little musical notes. It's so cute. And then Pink Tears, album cover right here. Would you say album and EP? What's the difference between an EP and an album?
You know, to be honest, I have no idea. Like I think an album is more like of a big thing once you've kind of made it as an artist. And so coming right from, you know, Degrassi to now independent music, we haven't made it yet, guys. So we're just gonna call it an EP.
Right. Okay. I understand. I was like,
Yeah. I actually don't know if it stands for something or
Well,
like
that's
Extended play. That's why I'm here.
bam.
Just for the abbreviations. A-Town, Ajax, extended play.
extended play. That's perfect. 4-song extended play, little mini muse.
Little mini muse.
Yeah.
I love the abbrevies.
The abbreves.
The abbreves.
The abbreves.
You guys
the
abbreviated
breves.
the word abbreviation? Abbreves?
Abbreves. We love the brevies. Brevies.
The brevies.
I don't know. All right.
What is in this water?
But yeah, is that water? We're stealing from
It smells
our
like
stock.
gin in here, Jordy. Really weird since you showed up.
Oh my goodness.
So, I feel like we should have like
The lights.
Yeah. Well, okay, let's get started with some stories, some truth and lies. Woo! I'm so excited.
I hope I can do these stories justice. No,
So ready.
I'm actually stoked because I was really trying to think, like, you know, through my arsenal of life events and
Ooh, I got jitters. I'm like, ooh. And I feel like we've actually
man.
spent quite a bit of time together on Degrassi, and we did that like tour
yes,
in the across. We toured across
Yeah.
America. It sounds crazy.
I know.
but it is.
I did think of some fun stories from those times too.
God. Oh my God. I remember, that was when I really, really got to know you because a lot of our scenes weren't together,
Yeah.
but we were like, I don't know.
On Travels
together.
things.
Just,
That was so fun. Remember we had to get tutored?
yeah.
Because you were tutoring too, right? Like, I feel like we're close. I know a lot of the cast was older.
A lot of the cast was older, but I remember we had to get tutored.
And so there was one place we stayed in, and I just remember I had my old laptop, and I was like, "Do you want to make a YouTube video?" And you're like, "Sure." And we just sat there for like an hour,
And it was in like a huge random room.
Yes, with like a big window or something, and we were supposed to be doing tutoring.
Yeah, and we just did not tutor it. We just made like a YouTube video.
And
Wow.
I think that the tutor, or it was Ian, we were just like told to like sit and do.
Not this Ian.
I was your tutor?
No, it was Ian.
Ian,
Christensen.
he was
Shout out Ian, we love you.
shout out to Ian.
Yeah, shout out to Ian. I love your name. Don't know anything about you, but
Oh my
I'm
God.
into it.
But yeah, and because we didn't, I don't even remember if they had. I guess they would have had to have had a tutor, but because we were like traveling and stuff, they were very lax.
It was very
They
lax.
were just like whatever.
Yeah, wow. Where is that? If you ever find that video, you have to send it or send me a link or something.
Maybe it's archived on my YouTube. Can I like check? Is it like in a no?
No, we'll check later. We'll check after. We'll let you guys know
That's-
if we find it.
I'd be so curious if it is, because then you'll have to just like I'll try to send you a clip to like have up in this podcast if I can. That would be
If
so.
you can, that'd be so funny. I love
Even
that.
just like a screenshot of it, just like this was baby us.
This was baby us, little us. It's probably like looks like it's just filmed on a potato or something. It's just like the quality is gonna be so bad. It's like
Yeah,
yeah.
It was just like the front, like the old Mac laptop, the little
Filmed in
tiny
iMovie.
Literally.
Just the newspaper spinning effect, like coming in, all of those.
No, what was the best was the photo booth when they'd have the fun effects, and that was my shit.
I had so many photos because I went to an art school and like there was this digital art class, and so we had a lot of the like Mac like desktop, and we all no work done.
Is that a private school? Damn, that's
It
rich.
was a public. It was like they were all very new, and they made it very known that we were very lucky to have.
Yeah.
Blah, blah, blah. But yeah, no work done. We all just were on photo booths taking pictures in like Greece or whatever those backgrounds were. You know, the fake backgrounds, and we're like, yeah, that's it.
Oh,
In
my
space.
goodness. That's amazing. Or the roller coaster one. There was like a little. You'd be like, woo!
Oh yeah! Oh my gosh!
Oh,
yeah,
those were the days. Simpler times. And now look at us with 18 cameras.
Did you guys ever have profile pictures that were just like sepia tone or just like black and white?
No,
The worst, right?
Oh,
tone.
There was one photo editor that I remember me and all my girlfriends, we would like edit like, the newspaper, the Comic Sans, and you'd get the like
Comic
font
Sans.
and it would be like wishing upon a star, and it would be you like this.
No.
Like, or like the duck face that like
Oh my
would
god.
be like
God,
doing this.
the artsy photo era.
Yo.
Like, yeah.
I had a camera that could like highlight photos internally. So let's say I was wearing a red shirt. It would make the rest of the picture black and white and just me in the red shirt. All of my profile pictures from high school are this stupid effect. It's so cringy. It's just like
No, that probably went hard back in the day though.
back in the day, I was
Back
like,
in
I'm
the
an
day,
artist.
whoa.
I've
Yeah.
highlighted
You were different.
reds for passion.
Yeah. I'm surprised you didn't have like girls being like, "Hey, Ian, like, how'd you do this? Like, I want you to edit my like."
I was the
photo."
Instagram filter of my high school.
Yeah, exactly. Just like it's built in. This. Would you say the phone?
It was in the camera.
That is.
So it wasn't
sick.
even post. You could see it in real time as you took the photo
Oh, it was like your digital camera.
on my digital camera. Yeah.
Wow.
Shout out to Canon.
Yeah,
Being an
let's
editor,
go.
Canon. Do you want to sponsor? No pressure. If you want to like maybe send me like a camera.
Yeah, do a re-release of that camera.
Yeah.
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 I
We'll
would-
use the effect. We'll only be wearing
Only be wearing red shirts. And that's it.
Oh my
And everything else is black and white.
Yeah.
Awful.
God, that's the theme of.
That's the theme of our show. It's just red and black and white. All right, tell us your
All
stories,
right.
woman.
All right. So first up. So I have a cottage. I feel like we've talked about
did
it.
not know.
Oh, okay. It's family cottage.
She has a cottage.
My parents technically own this. It's
Okay.
family cottage.
Okay.
And so I do a lot of driving up north,
Okay.
especially in the summer. I actually had a summer job working at the marina up there one year, which was super awesome.
Is this like Muskoka area?
It's actually Kawartha area.
Oh.
But purposely we don't disclose the location.
We're not telling you guys.
So what's the
We're
exact
cutting that out.
address
Yeah,
again?
yeah,
Yeah,
exactly.
sorry.
So here's the longitude and latitude. If ever y'all want to party up there, no. So worked at a marina for a summer and it was great. Anyway, so the same summer that I worked there, because I was doing so much driving back and forth.
Right. Sorry. I feel like this is the last time I'm moving. I'm never moving again.
I'm thinking I'm gonna hit the mic with my hand because I talk so much with my hand.
good.
Those copper water bottles, the sponsor, have been in every episode of another show filmed here, and I've never seen anyone hit them. And the beautiful thing is 3 or 4 times already during this 10 minutes, you've smashed into them. It's kind of amazing.
I love that. It adds a nice ambiance. It's like
little wind chimes. So you know when I'm
Shout out to Odium copper water bottles for making loud noises in your ears right now, everybody.
Yeah, it's like the little, I don't know, little like bells you put on
it
animals.
keeps
so you know where they
people
are.
awake. So as they're watching and they're like dozing off, all of a sudden, oh, we're just getting you guys hyped up.
We're getting, pay attention.
Yeah.
Okay.
So, yeah, I was driving back and forth a lot.
Mhm.
And so the road to the cottage, because off of one of the main highways, there's, the little lake road.
Mhm.
And I think the speed limit's like 80 or something, but there's no traffic. And so I'd be going like 95, I mean,
Okay.
once again, it's a little lake road.
Yeah. Just zoom.
Don't speed. Anyway, so one time I'm driving back there was like a little convenience store up the road and I wanted to get beer or whatever and go back because I was off work. So I'm driving back, beer in the back, and once again doing about 95, and it's kind of windy, but it's a straightaway.
Mhm.
And about, I don't know, maybe like 10 feet in front of me, like I want to say just a little bit further from me to the wall there. So I'm really bad with measurements, but I'm guessing about 10, 15 feet.
Okay.
A grizzly bear pops out and literally just like no time to react. So I at this point know, okay, I can't slow down because I'm also worried that if I try to slow down, I'm not going to brake in time.
Right.
And also the last thing I want is this big bear on my windshield, like in my car.
Right.
So I actually speed up and I basically think, okay, we're going to go around. And when like something happens like this and time just slows right the heck down, like it must have been like a matter of like 1, 2, 3 seconds, but it felt like 20 seconds. Where like, that meme where there's all the calculations around your head and you're just like
lady
seeing like the infinite possibilities. So I'm like, okay, I'm going to speed up and I'm going to go right to the edge of the road and try to like go around the bear because he's running out here. And because I'm driving this, I'm on this side of the road. So I go right to the edge and where there's like that gravel and you get the like kind of
on the side if you're away.
Yeah. Well, no, because it's a side road. So it's actually just gravel because it's like a little kind of cottagey road.
Yep.
So I'm just like going as far over as I can and I feel the dent. So I think the bear hit like my front light, my driver's side light.
Right.
So I drive up a little bit. Now I did teach this bear how to break dance.
Oh shit.
Because I look in the rear view mirror. Because obviously had the hit, I'm like, okay, what the fuck? Look in the rear view mirror and I just see the bear doing this on the road. So I slow right down and I see him kind of get up and he's like big grizzly bear. So like he was fine. He ended up just after he did his little break dance, he got up and just kind of meandered off the road. And I was like, okay. So I obviously was like, okay, like I need to check my car, but I don't want to trade it off and I don't want to get out being this close to
right now.
bear.
Yeah,
it's like, so I drive up maybe like another 2 minutes. I'm also like shaking at this point because like, what the heck? So I get out of my car and I literally like, I leave it running. I get out.
You did get out.
I drove up. I'm not near the bear anymore.
Got it.
Yeah, I didn't want him wanting to teach me how to break dance.
Yeah.
So I went like another like 5 minutes up the road. Whatever.
Yeah.
Like I felt like there was a good enough distance. I don't know. Time was wild at this point. I was like shaking. So get out of the car. I walk. Like I basically close the door and like walk not looking at the car, just like up the road, maybe like, 3 feet, 5 feet in front of my car. And I'm like, okay. And I'm thinking like, I hope that the light's not damaged. Like, I hope I can still drive this. Cause like, obviously I'm working at a marina at this point. This is like, would have been post Degrassi. I'm like trying to make a living. So I'm like, oh my goodness, like, please don't be totally wrecked. Turn around. I see no damage. And I'm like, okay. That did happen though, right? Like all of a sudden,
you said it down.
Yeah,
I'm like, that was a big hit. Like, that was a big bear. What the heck?
Yeah, did I just imagine?
Yeah, literally. So then I'm like, okay, whatever. So I go to get back in the door, and the whole door is literally dented in. And like, the handle worked fine. It was kind of like where the hinge of the door, and just maybe about this far from the handle. Because when I closed the door, it was fine. And
so was your fear that it was going to be so damaged that you wouldn't be able to get back in?
So it was, I didn't even think about that. But no, it was fine. It was totally okay. Mm-hmm. But there was just a huge dent, like a big crevasse. And the one crevasse, the hinge part of the door was a little bit kind of weird.
Yeah.
I ended up getting the car written off. Because I think it messed with the alignment too, because it was a big bear and a big hit.
Yeah.
But I took one of those big Sharpies, like the like marker, the like paint Sharpies, the really thick ones.
Yeah.
And I drew an arrow to the dent and just wrote bear.
Because
I was like, well, I may as well, like, because I had it for another, like, however long until I got it written off. Processor.
You just want to let everybody know that's going to say something. It was a bear.
It was a bear.
You don't want people thinking it's a squirrel that totaled your car. A raccoon.
Actually,
Embarrassing.
My good friend, and I don't even know if I should like name this person because I'm kind of putting them on blast right now.
Okay. Maybe don't say their name. We will respect
I love you, who you are. If you're watching this, I love you.
And we'll cut it out. We'll keep it out.
Yeah,
say it.
We don't bleep it out. We got you.
We got you.
Sorry.
We'll put the black bar and we'll keep it out and everything.
Yeah,
so
exactly.
You can't even, no lip reading allowed.
That's so funny. So he maybe like couple months before this, or like within the year, it felt like, before I hit this bear, he ended up totally ditching his car for
Why? Oh,
this
oh no! Oh, he did. Oh, I thought you meant like, he's
okay. Yes, he's okay. He's fine. He towed like his car.
Because he didn't want to hit the raccoon.
Yeah. So it was like a joke for a while there that I hit a.
He's a hero to raccoons though.
He's a hero to raccoons.
This is true.
Those raccoons really see this guy as a hero. Whoever you are, nameless raccoon hero.
There you go. I'm not putting you on blast.
That's a good. Like, I can't tell if she's lying.
I know. I don't know if that's a lie or not.
Feels pretty real.
It's
I'm an actress too.
I know that's the thing.
Like, maybe I made a mistake.
When she went all in on that, like right off the gate, I was like, "Oh my god, this is a good story."
I know. Even I'm like, okay, well, we'll see.
The next story starts. She's like, "When I was president of Uganda."
Actually, it's funny you say that. When I was president.
Oh no.
Oh man.
Wait, Google her wiki. She was.
She was, in fact, president for a brief period of time.
Till the coup.
We don't want to talk about it.
Oh my goodness, that's funny. No, I can't say if it's true or not. Obviously.
No, we gotta wait.
No,
we gotta wait till the end to figure it out.
Do I just go like back?
And
into the next.
Back
one?
into the
I mean,
next
we asked some questions. Do you have any more questions?
Yeah, you can ask.
We asked a couple, I guess.
What color was the bear?
It was like light brown, like whatever the color Grizzly is. It was big too.
And I'm trying to think. I'm like, are grizzlies in Ontario? That's like trying to do I have no idea.
Yeah, I don't think that they are very like black bears are definitely more common, I feel like.
But like up north, I think they are.
We also have wolves up there too, and I know wolves are like you usually get coyotes, I think, more than wolves as well. But we also, there's a lot of crown land around our cottage, so that's the only thing I can think of as to like
what it was,
why we get wolves and
grizzlies and raccoons. No,
we do have raccoons as well. We feed the raccoons,
less the bears.
It's actually funny. I'm just like going off into so many stories now. One summer, I was feeding the raccoons right from our like deck door. My mom was not happy, so I stayed up there for a weekend by myself or whatever. And I started feeding the raccoons because I was like, oh, this is adorable. Like they started coming and I was like, this is so cute. There's like little babies and they make those little
they are
noises.
really cute when they're babies.
So I started feeding them just like little scraps and stuff.
Yeah.
And anyway, then they just kept coming that whole rest of the summer. My mom was like, hey, you cannot be feeding the because they apparently were like pooping on her deck and stuff. She's like, this is not okay. I'm like,
Just 1,000 raccoons in the yard.
so
They're so cute. Right? Sorry about the poo.
oopsie.
Oh my god.
You did the anime boy voice where it's like, oh,
That is.
Believe it.
that's a bio. Believe it.
You wouldn't know that, Ian. You had to be there.
I remember when being a kid as a boy, because little boys are all sexist, right? I remember being so mad when my mom was like, I want to marry my best friend Colin. And she's like, this is in the 90s. She's like, boys can't get married. And I was like, no. But I remember being so like heartbroken when I found out like Bart was voiced by a woman. It like blew, like little boys when they learn that, their masculinity is so confused.
Yeah, a lot of girls do. Actually, I think she did like all the young boys on The Simpsons. I'm pretty sure
That makes sense.
I forget her name now.
King of the Hill, the Bobby's the son is also a Pamela Alden,
I could see
female
that.
actor. Yeah,
Actually, yeah. So Goku as a kid was voiced by a female as well.
Goku.
Yeah. Not him as
Oh,
an
an adult Super Saiyan.
Once he like after like he got married to Chi-Chi and like became like a teen.
After he got married, he had his honeymoon, became a man that night. And time to
Oh
get
my God.
a James Earl Jones.
Literally, I love Dylan and I are watching Dragon Ball, and I am obsessed. Like Goku is literally Piccolo is daddy, Goku is daddy. Like also like Vegeta and Bulma. Like I would love to see.
Never got into Dragon Ball Z.
Girl, do it.
I can't believe that because you're such an anime head.
I know.
Yeah.
Well, I was
Inuyasha.
Inuyasha was my thing.
Yeah, I almost wore an Inuyasha top for you because I know, but then
We'll wear matching next time.
Yeah.
Because I have a shirt.
nice. Let's go.
Story number 2.
Story number two. Right, before we get off track. Go.
No, this is why like I literally have jokes about this before. We're like, okay, yeah, so we're gonna do like an interview. It'll be like around 45 minutes to an hour. I'm like,
Well, we'll see.
and then an hour and a half comes around, and I'm like, I'm sorry, like
this is just how it is. You know what?
the longest
It's fine.
episodes are gonna be the ones that I'm involved. Like,
Yeah,
I
get
don't
ready.
shut up.
No, these are 2-hour episodes of story, okay?
Oh my goodness.
Story number 2.
Okay.
We demand it.
So, this is going back to like high school days. Now, I would have been filming Degrassi at this point because I'm pretty sure I had the short hair.
Yeah.
I had a iconic vibe.
Iconic.
So I had a good friend, and she would throw parties at her house like every weekend. Her mom allowed it. It was like the party house to go to.
It's always
Okay.
that person, for sure.
There's always that one party house.
Yeah.
And so as the story goes, we were basically, it was just like any other weekend. We were partying, yada yada. We're all like underage, but of course we're all drinking at this point. As I'm sorry, I know these stories are really telling a lot about me. So we're all partying, and anyway, this guy ends up walking in to the party, and because doors open, like that was the vibe. Walks into the party. He is the boyfriend of one of my friends there, and I'm not going to drop any names because
It's the same from the other story.
no, it's actually
If you're
not.
listening,
So he walks in, and his whole arm is literally like basically the size of my tattoo is a big gash, like a huge, like I don't know. Sorry if it's too graphic.
I
but
don't know. Trigger warning. I'll put one in the beginning of this episode.
Yeah. Sorry.
But
He has a huge gash. He's basically like bleeding everywhere. His skin is starting to butterfly open slightly. It's really bad. So right away, like I don't know. I guess I've always been interested in medicine and anyway, I wanted to be a vet growing up, so maybe that's why.
Okay.
But I basically, my sober Jordy like kicked in because whatever.
She smashed through
Mama
the
Jordy.
drunkenness. Okay.
Teenage sober Mama Jordy all of a sudden was like, okay, come to the bathroom. Like, you're going to need to do something about this. So his girlfriend obviously comes into the bathroom as well. God bless her heart. She passed out.
Oh, okay.
So then I'm like telling my friend who this is her party. I'm like, okay, do you have tensor bandage? And you're going to need to help our friend down here on the floor that's now passed out from all the blood. Do you have tensor bandage? She's like, I should. Like, it might be in one of these cupboards. And so anyway, she finds a tensor bandage. So I'm at this point telling Buddy to like just try to like hold your skin flat.
Oh my God.
Sounds so bad. Just somewhat together. I'm going to try to wrap this. Also start to elevate your hand because obviously all the blood, like when you're holding your hand down, so you're going to try to elevate it. While this is happening, we have somebody calling an ambulance. He doesn't know this though. So somebody's calling an ambulance. I had already, it's basically, it's a known thing that it's like he needs like stitches. He needs quite a few stitches. So wrap his arm as best as I can, as tight as I can. And I tell him, okay, keep holding your arm like up because once again, the blood, you just have to hold it up.
Yeah, you have to elevate.
What happened? Like, why did this happen to you? Oh, I was trying to get like some weed or something, but there was this guy under the bridge. And anyway, he was like some homeless fucking dude. And he ended up pulling a knife on me. And, okay, so now if that knife is like, who knows what this knife you're gonna need to like. So then at this point, because he's all wrapped up, I say, okay, there's an ambulance coming. You're gonna have to tell them like this and let them know to potentially give you like a tetanus shot or something, like because if it was rusty, and just also like who knows what, like maybe test your blood. I don't fully know all the anyway. So I tell him this, and instantly his mood changes where he's like, oh, ambulance is coming. Okay, let me just like I want to see if Buddy's here. Unbeknownst to me, when the ambulance gets here, Buddy went out the back door because he was wanted for something, which I just found out last night because I was telling Dylan these stories. And I found out last night that Dylan knows the guy. Because
Dylan knifed him underneath the bridge.
Yeah, my boyfriend was because I basically knew his girlfriend. I didn't know this guy. I just knew his girlfriend.
She was just,
I was like, okay, like, yeah, Dylan, this is so-and-so, and it was so-and-so's boyfriend. And he's like, oh, wait, this guy? And I'm like, I don't know. He's like, well, he was wanted for going into a convenience store and robbing at gunpoint. And I was like, shut up. That has to be the guy. So Buddy goes out the back door.
Yeah.
I'm like, at this point, I'm like, okay, so he's not here. And they're like, no, because obviously then like some other person is like, oh, he went out the back door, blah, blah, blah. So literally, I'm like, once again, sober Jordy trying to talk to this ambulance after I'm like dealt with all this. And I just said, okay, well, apparently he went out the back door. But if you see somebody on, like, he'll be walking around holding his arm up with the tensor bandage.
And they found him?
I have no idea. Because then I took shots after that. I was like, all right, shots stop. But
so they were like,
yeah, I have no idea. All I know is that, like, he would have been, because I told him, I said, you have to keep holding your arm up until this, like, heals. Your blood needs to coagulate. Anyway, wild. But I know I can, like, handle situations when I'm drunk pretty well.
Yeah.
You'd be the best drunk doctor, but you can only do it when you're drunk. Otherwise, you're so nervous.
Yeah, it's like the drunkenness made me not queasy and not.
That's your Superman? Your Clark Kent is you?
Drunken fist. It's like,
yeah, it's exactly like that.
Gosh, yeah.
But for surgery.
Rock Lee, right? That's the in Naruto.
I think so, yeah.
Ian doesn't watch Naruto.
But I watched all of Dragon Ball.
That's fine.
And all of Dragon Ball Z. And a little bit of Dragon Ball GT.
Oh
my gosh.
I'm about, I think we're close to, well, we're in the Cell arc. So Dragon Ball Z. What is the last thing that happened? Basically, like, Cell reached his final form. Vegeta went out. They already gave Vegeta a Sensu Bean. Future Trunks tried to take him on.
You're deep.
Cell games. We're in Cell games now. That's what it is. Because, so Cell was all like, oh, you can have 10 days and then you get stronger. And they're like, hyperbolic time chamber, let's go.
Yeah.
It's so
at that
good.
point, everybody's turning Super Saiyan all the time.
Yeah.
Right?
Yeah, they're staying. Yeah, because Gohan and Goku have been, like, staying Super Saiyan So
because the first build to it, like with Frieza, I know we could go off topic, but like it was like so hard to become Super Saiyan the first time, and now everyone's like, we're doing it.
Super Saiyan.
The Goku became Super Saiyan. I literally
Wept.
I cried. I was so emotionally.
You're
I don't
rooting
know
for
how
him
much I can say on this podcast, but
to spoil the 20-year-old show Dragon Ball Z.
No, I'm just saying like if it's inappropriate.
Oh.
I was like,
No, I think you're good.
Here. Come on, it's
Jordy's talking
draw
about
the
anime.
line.
It's not safe for work. This thing.
Oh my goodness.
Yeah, don't be watching this at work. That's for sure.
No, this is for people who want to have sex with Goku.
Literally, thank you. Oh my goodness, and Piccolo, I love Piccolo.
Okay.
And Piccolo, the green.
Yeah, man, he's a dad.
Wake up.
Daddy Piccolo.
Daddy Piccolo. That'd be a sick shirt.
Honestly,
Yeah.
Okay, next merch.
Next
drop.
Get ready.
Yeah, I'm sure they'll be cool with you putting Piccolo on there, right?
Are you allowed to do that?
No.
Not. You can make.
Only-
You can't sell it.
Only Krillin.
Yeah.
They're like, you can have Krillin.
That's what Dylan's username is on Instagram.
That's
But he has
amazing.
it with a Q.
Oh,
Instead
okay.
of
No, I think it's
Kuririn.
Right.
Kuririn. Because in this, I don't know. The Japanese. We've been watching it, Dad. So usually we
I
watch
can
that.
honestly say this is the first like anime conversation that you've had that I felt like I would have never thought you'd be out talking about anime and I'd be fucking sitting on the outside.
Okay,
What
you
is this?
have to watch DBZ now. You have to watch, but I suggest
Rituals.
watching Dragon Ball and like going into it because then you know Goku. Like I would not have the same love for him that I have
Without seeing him grow up.
Yes.
She did say the only anime that I've seen and that I saw growing up week to week, having to wait through commercials to see. So
Rough.
any other time a guest brings this up, my eyes will be glazed over.
We love
A good story again. I can't tell if she's
Yeah.
lying.
I feel that one was fairly truthful. Hard to know. All right, third story. Let's hear it.
All right, so third story. I thought let's bring it back to how I got into acting. 'Cause
Oh, wow.
I
Past
mean-
reveal.
I thought it would be fun. We both worked
Okay.
together,
Yes.
and I mean, why not? So I would have been around 8 years old at the time because I started, like actually auditioning around the age of. It was like just before I turned 9, or like it was basically
Yeah.
I would have been around 8 years old, beginning of 8 years old, and then around that. So we were at a all-inclusive resort, which I'd love to be right now. Bring me to a beach, but no, it was great. It was in like Punta Cana, Dominican,
Okay.
gorgeous family resort because my brother was like 3 years old. I would have been around 8 years old. The fam and I were there, and they had this big, like at resorts they'll have like pools and then restaurants, and then they have like usually like a big kind of stage or like entertainment area,
Oh my gosh.
right?
Yes.
Okay, because
Where they do like this
live
is the dance
stuff.
of Mexico. These are the dances of and Michael
Yes.
Jackson. There's always a Michael Jackson performer.
Bro, yes, I love this. Okay, so that's where this takes place.
Okay.
And basically, there was like this big, and it's all outdoor because
Mhm.
the weather's gorgeous. Yeah, we're eating dinner, or we're about to have dinner because the way that it was set up at this resort was they kind of had like a little dinner area.
Mhm.
The pool's kind of just off to the side here. It's not like the like fancy dinner. It's more like fries and
The buffet.
Buffet
Yeah,
style.
yeah.
Mhm.
and then they have kind of the entertainment, but there was supposed to be a show happening. So the live band was like getting set up on stage at this point, or they were already set up, whatever.
Mhm.
And obviously I was a kid and we were like running back and forth from like pool to beach and all those things.
Yeah.
So I was like super hyped up. We're like 4 days in.
Oh man.
And so I'm like, I don't know, my impulsive kid brain just switched on and I was like, I'm just going to go up on stage and start performing.
Oh my god.
So I ran up on stage and obviously like my parents were like, oh, no, like Jordy, or actually they would have called me Jordan at the time, which was funny. Jordan, no, you can't, like, no. And then I guess the person who was supposed to be performing thought it was like, oh, how endearing, like how cute.
Yeah.
Like, oh, okay, well, sweetheart, do you want to like sing a song? Like maybe the band knows a song. Yo, I was so stoked.
Oh
so
my gosh.
at this resort, I guess this is around the time that the song My Hips Don't Lie by Shakira was like a thing.
Yeah.
And so,
9-year-olds probably don't know what that's about as much as
No.
you think.
yeah.
Yeah.
So but I was like, and also like, because you know how at resorts they always play like more tropical
Yeah.
and like upbeat and dancey kind of vibes.
And you were like, this is
And-
so where my hips don't lie should be saying.
Yes, and because I had heard it like the past 3 days at this resort, like on repeat, like 5 times a day, because it's the new big thing.
Right.
So, Shakira, hips don't lie. So the band started like playing like a little thing with, I don't know, the trumpet or whatever.
Oh, tonight.
Yeah. So
Wow.
the thought of lyrics did not exist in my brain before, because like when you're a kid, you just, as soon as a song comes on, you just like whatever, right? I knew the opening and I knew the chorus, which is the only part of the song that I sang over the band playing the song probably about half a dozen times.
Just on repeat.
Just on repeat.
During their verses, you were like, my hips don't lie, then if you want.
So I can do a pretty good Shakira impression.
You did the Shakira impression when you were a kid? That's
Are you going to do it now?
do it now.
Oh, God.
You don't have to.
I'm on tonight. My hips don't lie. I'm starting to feel.
She's in the room with
Oh
us.
my God, it's Shakira.
That's amazing.
I'm on. You gotta get
That's
that
exactly
one. The nasal.
Yeah.
Okay. So as a kid, I'm giving it my all, and I'm doing like my I'm on tonight, my like best. I'm up there like dancing. I'm like shaking my hips. Obviously, once again, I'm like an 8-year-old kid, no idea.
Yeah.
But people are hyped. The band's playing. I get some people like clapping. People are saying, "Oh, there's like a cute little, you know, the older like parents that are like, oh, this is endearing," but they're also drunk as fuck because they're at a resort. It's all inclusive, so they're like dancing. They're like,
yeah, it's don't lie.
So-
You're right.
and I'm singing the same. Anyway, so finally the band kind of stops, and they're like, okay, like you know, that's enough.
Okay, we got the gimmick. Okay.
Yeah, like good job. On to the next, and then the next performer went on, which I'm sure was much more practiced.
It was Lick Me Like a Lollipop by Lil Wayne. An 8-year-old's like,
No,
I
it was-
love lollipops.
It was the Michael Jackson.
It was the Michael Jackson.
I don't know.
Oh, okay.
That's so funny.
There's always.
So
Yes.
I go back, sit with my family
Mhm.
at the dinner table, and 5-10 minutes goes by, like our food's getting there, whatever the heck, and some guy comes up to our table, and you know he's obviously being nice. I was a kid going up on stage. I had the confidence to do that. So he was like, "Oh, you know, like that was really good. You know, have you ever thought about going into the entertainment industry?" And as a kid, I was like, well, "Yeah, like I definitely would love that. Like, yeah, blah, blah,
Yeah.
blah." My parents were like, "Oh, you know, that's fine." And so anyway, I was a kid once again, but little did I know that he exchanged emails with my mom. I'm sure it would have been my mom because my dad isn't really a tech guy. And yeah, we get back home and he sets me up with an agent in Toronto and makes the connection happen. And that's how I got into acting. Was my Shakira impression.
This
This
is
is really
tough.
tough.
We brought a ringer into the first
Yeah.
episode. A psychopath with her
I
ability
really
to
hope
lie.
one day we have like somebody who's just such a bad liar.
Because
That would make my life
that
so
is not
easy.
today.
Do I win a prize if you?
I was thinking that. I was like, wow, wouldn't it be nice if we had prizes?
Wouldn't it be? We need sponsors, guys.
Yeah, sponsor us, Sony. If you would
So-
get a camera.
Oh, yeah. Good idea.
That's great. Canon, Sony, which one will get it first?
Yeah.
Big opportunity here.
Pepsi, Coke. It's a race to you guys. You okay?
Go.
What's interesting is she then, if this story was a lie, she then busted out an amazing Shakira.
I know, on the fly. Were you practicing that last night?
I mean, I definitely was telling Dylan these stories, and so I did sing Shakira. I was up there dancing for a little bit last
These are unbelievable.
These are really good. These are really, really good. I still, personally, I think the middle story is the truthful one.
Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah. They're two stolen stories.
2 stolen stories. Only one of them is
That,
true.
me.
Wait,
forget-
did you do
Do
that?
There were two. Yes.
Okay, good.
I went into this thinking 2 were true, which makes it
No,
even
because that's
better.
What we, by the way, based this off of is 2 truths and a lie. But
That's
we did
way
1 lie,
harder.
Or 1 truth, 2 lies.
1 truth, 2 lies. This whole time I'm like, these all happened.
These are all amazing. My final my gut is telling me it's the middle story.
All right.
That's the truth.
I think so.
See, I think it's the bear story. Because the
Oh.
detail of writing bear on the car door, but maybe she stole that too.
Maybe that's stolen too. It's all a lie. Imagine if you were like, they're all a lie.
Do you have any other follow-up questions before we...
Imagine if I
Okay. No, because like I feel like I've sort of been asking, like being like throughout, just being like, well, where was it located?
Yeah.
Was this like
At the same time, though, would the Canadian agent on that last story be able to make that connection? Like, would the American agent just be like, oh, she lives in Canada. She's the world's best Shakira impersonator at 9. Forget it.
Yeah. I think it's the middle
She's
story.
the world's best.
Shakira impersonator at 8
That's
years
my
old.
true claim to fame.
Yeah.
At 8 years old, we busted out the Shakira.
I don't know.
Bruno Mars started as the world's youngest Michael Jackson impersonator.
He
I didn't
did.
see that.
He
I
was in the
didn't see
same
that
talent
too.
show. He went after
He
you
was-
at the
Yeah.
resort.
We
It was
both-
that guy.
Now his story went a little bit better. I just. Oh, God, that's
Wow.
So you're saying arm bleeding guy is the true story?
Arm bleeding guy. I say that's your story. That's
Okay.
not stolen from anyone else.
okay.
I'm gonna go with bear. My gut says bear is true, even
He's-
though at
he's
first
a-
I thought
he's
it
a
was a
bear
lie.
guy.
Because I don't think it was a grizzly. Oh, I don't know. She's too good. What's the
Alright.
final?
Oh, okay, ready. Big reveal.
What does chat think?
What does chat?
What do you
Okay,
guys think?
yeah.
Comment down below.
Oh yeah,
Yeah.
pause the video.
Yeah.
Don't cheat.
Yeah.
No, you can't cheat.
Pause
Yeah.
the video. Comment who you think which
Also,
one.
if you're not already subscribed, this will be on YouTube, right?
Yes, it is.
Yeah, if you're not already subscribed, what are you even doing?
She's
Like,
so much
guys,
better at YouTube
come
than
on.
me.
subscribe, hit the like, because we love Alexa, and also I'm here.
Yeah.
So, guys, please like it for me. I love you. And yeah, let us know which one you think is
Which
real.
one you think is true? You can just write like 1, 2, or 3.
Are you Team Alexa or are you Team Ian?
No
Yeah,
one
you
is Team
Team
Ian.
Shakira.
If any of
you want Team Shakira?
any of my fans tuned into this, they're like, I'm on the wrong feed.
We better not be both wrong. Okay. Okay.
So, the Shakira story was not true.
Okay. This is like The Bachelor, the final rose or something.
Whoa, this
The
is.
bear story was not true.
Oh!
Oh, I was right. I was right.
The arm story was true. Now, I will say, I didn't steal these stories from anyone. They are slight changes in my own story because I thought these were all great stories and I couldn't choose which one to make real.
Oh.
So the bear story, it was not a grizzly bear. It was just a black bear.
Oh, so my
But all
gut
of
was
that
right.
didn't happen.
Oh, so they are
So
kind
this
of
is
all.
probably
So they're
why
lies. They're
it's
still
even harder
lies.
I don't know if I did this right.
No, you
I know,
did.
That's
Wouldn't
right.
it be funny if I just came in and all of them were true? Which is kind of what I did, but no. And then the Shakira story, I did do that, but there was never a guy that. So,
That-
first of all, it was like a
okay.
talent show that they just had, like
Okay, so
people,
you-
kids going up and doing like a talent.
Yeah,
show
so you
or
just like
whatever.
altered your own. Okay.
Yeah,
She
I-
stole honesty from our hearts.
She's-
That's what she stole.
I am good at stealing. Stealing.
And you're right. 1 for 1 off the first episode of your podcast.
Hell yeah.
Right. I'm a sore winner and a sore loser.
Well, the funniest
You
thing-
guys are gonna see that when I am wrong.
Technically, if the guest wins for stumping us, the guest loses if you get it right. You just get an extra camera.
Yeah. Then you get to keep the camera.
And the-
By the end, you'll just have like 25 cameras. Like you'll have a
Uneaten.
camera looking at just
Yeah.
the cameras.
It's their Polaroids though, and you take a picture of the guest who lost and just put it on the
Just like
wall.
a sad
Oh
face.
my goodness. I should have brought my Polaroid. That's a cute idea.
I don't know all about grizzlies, black bears, and cute ideas, folks. That's why I'm here.
This is the cute idea guy. That's why we keep her around.
As soon as you started doubting the grizzly, I was like, this is what I was worried
You're like
about.
Sherlock Holmes over
He
there.
knows. He's
Yeah.
on to me.
That's why I was like, well, if I bring up that there's wolves, maybe that'll make it
Oh,
seem
to throw me off the scent.
realistic. Yeah. Animalistic. Yeah.
And
So,
same
yeah.
with I was kind of right about the talent agent at the end too, being like, yeah, because I've been in the Canadian industry too long. I'm like, they're not doing that.
No.
Hmm.
Although it was years ago. Maybe back then.
Yeah, I'm like, I could believe like there was some clandestine. The reason I didn't believe that story is because we've been acting together so long that
Yeah.
I thought maybe you would have mentioned it. But then I was like, I don't know. Have I ever told Jordy how I started acting? And then I was like, no, I haven't. So how would I know?
It was that story. You got scouted at an all-inclusive doing
like,
Shakira.
Story from me.
And
That
throwing
would be funny if
That would
somebody
be so
did that.
funny.
You
No.
should just start. You got to make an anonymous Reddit account and just start posting a bunch of like crazy stories.
Yeah, and then I'll be
Then-
like, stole that. I know.
and then you'll know.
Yeah. But that's like something I was kind of worried about because I was like, me and Jordy catch up every now and again, but I don't know all of her stories. So I'm kind of worried to invite like somebody like Lyle. I feel like I know he's told me quite a few of his stories, and I'm like, I think I could sniff them out.
Yeah,
That's what makes it juicy.
Yeah.
that would make it juicy.
I guess that's true. All right.
So Lyle next on the podcast.
Yeah,
guys. Stay tuned.
Lyle's never gonna be. No, I'm just kidding. I'm kidding. But anyway, that is our show. Thank you so much for tuning in, Jordy. Thank you so much for coming to be a part of this. And once again, you can listen to her new extended play, Pink Tears, on Apple Music, iTunes, and Spotify. Buy her merch. She's got great sweaters. She's got great mugs for your coffee. Keep yourself warm, inside and out, cozy everywhere. And thank you for tuning in. We'll see you guys next week. Bye.
Hips don't lie.
Right.
Baby, let's go.
Woo!